Good afternoon, babies, and welcome to Simply Stacy, where the joy of the Lord is our strength. Well, today I want to talk about fear. God wants you to be fearless. Fearless. The word says perfect love casts out all fear. So the more that you fall in love with God, the less fear that you're going to have and the less fear that you're going to be exhibiting. You know, I learned over my life that I can look back every decision that I've ever made in my life. I can look back and say, did I make this decision out of fear or did I make this decision out of faith? You know, every decision that you make, there is a fuel behind it. There's a reason behind why you're making that decision. You just want to make sure that it's not being fueled by fear. You want to make sure it's being fueled by faith. You know, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. So even though you may not see it in the natural, but you see it in your spirit, it will be done. You know, fear have you looking at what's going on, what you see in the physical world, but faith I have you going by what you don't see. You know, God will drop something down in your spirit to let you know that this is my plan for your life. This is what I want to do, and it will happen. And it will fuel your decision-making process as you go on this journey. You know, in this season in my life, there's things that are happening and manifesting in my life that God told me 20 years ago. You know, sometimes you get prophetic words, you get dreams, you get visions, and you think it's for that moment and that time. But everything has a time and a moment and a season. You know, and now in my life, there's things that is happening in my life that is for this season that God told me in previous seasons. And I can be fearless in this season because God had already pre-planned, preordained this season in my life and has let me know that this will happen. And I have a fearlessness in me that I've never had before because I know the God that I serve. I have a relationship with him. And this relationship has me having a trust in him that I may not have in anybody else and that I have never had before because I have learned my God. You know, I'm always going to be continuing to learn him, but I know him. I know him. And that makes me have a fearlessness. It makes me have a trust in him because of the understanding that I have of him. So babies, the more that you learn the God that you serve, the more that you get to understand him, know how he operates, know how he functions, learn his kingdom, learn his ways, there will be a fearlessness that you have that the world will not understand. That's why you'll have a joy and a peace that the world don't understand. Sometimes you won't even understand it, but it's because of the understanding and the relationship that you have with the God that you serve. Well, babies, I just want to let you know today, be fearless. And how that you can be fearless is learn the God that you serve. You know, because he will not put too much on you that you can bear. He's going to answer every prayer in every situation that you have. There is an answer and a solution to it. Be fearless. Be fearless. Fear not, because God is with you. Well, babies, I love you, and so does God. Have a wonderful day. It's beautiful outside. And I want to say, to God be the glory. Be fearless today. No weapon for